go live button. Right. I think we should be going live and sad. This is always a bit. Hopefully my internet does pull through. I swear every single episode always starts with me doing this like really awkward kind of like, are we live?
It is.
Are we
The
live?
first 10 minutes is like, yeah, there's people here.
I can see it.
Is anyone? Oh wait, look, we're live.
I can see it. I'm eating a flatbread.
So, hello to anyone
Hang on,
joining.
let's get on the like and share business.
Yeah, get on the shares. If both of you can get on the shares. Anyone watching, please get on the shares right now.
10.
We are live.
We are live, 100%.
And we can hear I can hear everyone as well, which is better than the last one that we did as well.
What did you do with the last one? You didn't have headphones on.
No. You didn't. You muted my audio or something for the first 5 minutes, and we were just both chatting away, and everyone could only hear you.
Yeah. Do you know what? I did that to Dan Clinical as well. Not laugh. It's actually funny enough. It's actually been. Maybe I just need to get a better system in place, but it has been. I haven't been starting these too well. It has usually been some sort of trouble with it, but I think we're actually doing quite well today. I can hear you. Can everyone just let me know? Can anyone hear Rizzle?
I'm pretty sure it's all good. I just checked.
Oh, I can hear myself in the background now. So yeah.
Oh yeah, that's because it's muted on my phone now. But yeah.
All right, I tell you what, look, I'm gonna do my professional intro and hello. Person watching, we are back for another Overviewed, in which I interview a member of the drum and bass scene of the Overview family. So far it's been of the Overview family, and today I'm joined by two very special guests. This is the first time we've actually done a double person podcast interview thingy. Without further ado, welcome to Operate and Rizzle.
What? So I got distracted there.
You're like, both of you just sitting there looking at your
The crowd roars.
looking at your phones like.
Yeah, I had a call come through. Yeah, it's what it is.
You had a call come through. Is someone trying to call you now? Like
my sister, who's actually in the same house as me right now. So, yeah.
That's always good, isn't it? You should just be like, look. I'm online. I'm on a podcast right now. Please.
I've literally just gone to say that. So yeah, it's all good. Yeah. I mean, I did tell her before, but she's obviously forgotten. So it's how.
Is she about to tell you? Do you want any dinner? Do you want me to leave you any
Potentially,
dinner?
yeah. I'm hoping she does. Yeah.
Hopefully she gets this message and she can deliver you the dinner halfway through, and then you can share the experience with us.
I would be up for that.
Get her in the chat.
Get her in the chat. If anyone knows John's sister, sorry, I don't know where this is going. Shit.
Yeah, it's gone way off tangent already, hasn't it?
Yeah, but yeah, guys, welcome to the show. I guess. Thank you very much for joining. John, this is obviously your second time on. How are you guys both doing this evening?
Take the floor.
This is where it's going to get interesting. Because I'm going to ask a question, and now you're going to be who's answering it? Who's gonna answer it?
Shall we say for every question let John go first? Because
Oh mate,
you're piling the pressure on him. Piling the pressure.
Yeah. That's fine. I've done this before, so yeah.
You're a seasoned pro at this point.
It's it's all right, mate. I've had a busy day at work, but now I am here answering questions and speaking to you, so it's better now, and I've got a beer, so yeah.
And he's got a beer. And yourself, Dom, how are you doing?
Similar vibes, crazy day, but Think of You is now out on Drum and Bass Arena, so that's positive news. And yeah, ditto on the beer. Carista vibes, Aldi special.
Banging. I'm on the water.
This is in fact Aldi special as well, the old anti-establishment IPA. So
it's decent, man. Aldi's got good Selekia beers.
Mate, do you know what, the Aldi collab beer that they did with Brewdog was really good, man.
What was it called? Aldi IPA.
Aldi IPA. Yeah.
No, I don't think that was a collab. I'm pretty sure Aldi just
No. This is the RIP one, the anti-establishment IPA. But they did actually collab with BrewDog, which was the Oud IPA one.
Are you sure? No. I don't. I don't
I've
think.
seen
I don't.
Instagram posts
No.
from both of them.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
I'm definitely sure.
I swear it was I swear it was BrewDog getting back at Audi because they had ripped off their beer.
It's collab beer. That's why they're selling it in Audi.
Makes sense.
All right. I'll take you on that one. Yeah,
John is like the spokesman.
But yeah, it was good though.
It was good. It was a good beer. It was a good beer. Yeah, we'll keep it. Well, we'll see how this goes. I mean, we're just going to keep it as having a bit of a chat, having a bit of a hangout. If anyone does have any questions for our two very, very beautiful producers right here, on anything you want, please do get us some questions in. We are here for a little bit of a reason, and that is to talk about the forthcoming EP that we have on Overview, which is out this Friday, just to get the cheeky plug in. As Dom said, we had Think of You, one of the tracks, go online today. Hopefully some people will have seen what's going on. So yeah, it's very, very exciting to be doing that. I'm going to have a first question. I'm going to give you a reasonably easy one. How did you guys meet? How is this? Can you tell us a good story about Operate and Rizzle and your first meeting?
Jesus. Well, me and John were clearly rivals at one point.
Oh shit! Here we go. We're about to dig up some dirt here. We actually hated each other.
Well, yeah, it was. I don't know why. I think it's because we were just.
It was.
No, you're
banter,
joking.
really.
You're joking.
Yeah.
You're joking, or you're serious? You actually didn't get.
No, it's like in
no.
Bournemouth was very competitive, to be honest, wasn't it? So there's only like 2-3 clubs that everyone DJs at, and obviously you just sort of see all the same people all the time. But it wasn't ever like there wasn't any beef, obviously. But like we were aware of each other for a good couple of years before we actually thought of making tunes. And obviously I used to make Jump Up, and John was very like what he makes now, so a bit clashy, if you know what I mean. But I've now, evolved. So here we are.
So John was a bit of a hater on Operate's early music. Did you say that?
I can't comment on that.
I'd moved away from that sound like I guess a long time before Dom was still doing it. So like I was fully on basically trying to figure out how to write like deep melodic shit like fucking years ago basically. So
So yeah, if anyone didn't know, Operate here did used to make Jump Up, quite Larry Belgium Jump Up. We won't play any on the show. Don't worry, we won't bring that.
Oh, no.
So you said you guys obviously you said you knew of each other. I mean, was there like a time
never spoke?
You never spoke at all. You never spoke at all.
I think I think the first time we spoke was probably that house party. It was a house party at Southcote Road. Northcote Road.
My house.
Set the scene. Set the scene. Whose house party is this? Whose house party?
Oh, so I moved into my mate's gaff for the summer in this really scatty road in Bournemouth where all the wrong people live.
Just around the corner from my house.
Yeah.
John's still there.
Had a house party, and this was still my first year of living in Bournemouth. So then my someone I was with at the time invited loads of Bournemouth heads, and I think they all just came. And then it was like a big musical gathering, pretty much. Lots of people in the scene there. Obviously, like Connor, Back to Basics was there, wasn't he? So I think that must have been the first time we met, but we didn't really jam or like speak a lot until.
Was it just like, all right, mate? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, one of those deals.
Was it a good party though? Was it a good party? Was it? This is actually at your house. It's actually at your house.
I remember it being pretty good. I remember doing lots of balloons in that tiny little garden, like outside. That was good.
Sounds like a good uni house party. Okay.
Yeah.
So obviously, you met each other then, and then I guess you probably did see each other about the scene in Bournemouth.
Oh yeah, I used to go. So John had these events with his brand called Rec, and I used to go to all of those because they were sick.
Okay.
As a patron, obviously.
Yeah. Not you didn't. Did he ever book you for one of those nights?
Yeah, room 2, I think.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure we did. Yeah.
Me and and do room 2. I think we did it twice for you. I think.
That's
I can't remember exactly off the top of my head, but I'm almost certain we definitely got you down for one. Yeah.
So what year? I always ask years and stuff. What year are we like?
This probably would have been 16, 17.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think. Well, I don't know actually. I think the last rec event we did was 2015, maybe. So it might have been as long ago as that, man. I can't remember off the top of.
I remember it was like second.
Long time
I was
ago
going
now,
through
man.
in my metallic phase of synthesizers, so it was 2016-ish.
2016.
That was like proper Belgian vibes back then.
Okay. That was why it was room 2. Room 2 was the jump up room, and then
Yeah, it was.
Into it, the winch was sick as well, man. Like,
it was really good vibes in there.
For anyone that doesn't know, it's like old converted bank basically, and like it was called the vault. Like room 2 was the vault because it literally was a vault. You had this like massive, like almost like nearly a meter thick fucking door to like get through into this vault thing.
Mate,
it's tiny, man.
The sound must have like just been in that.
Yeah. It was decent in there, man. Like, and room 1 was just like sort of bigger. Well, I say big, but it was only like 250 cap. But yeah, it's a sick little club. It was definitely the best club we had in Bournemouth at the time. It's gone now, which is a shame. But well, it was supposedly opening up again. But
obviously, then everything kind of happened. Oh, and John has left. Wait, he's back.
Well,
John, what are you doing? Where are you going?
My Discord just tripped out. It just kicked me out or something. Where am I?
You are here, but we can't see you. We can't. Your camera's not on.
How do I turn myself on?
I'm not sure I want to answer that.
It says video connected. Turn on camera. Okay. Gee, I don't know what the hell happened there. Very strange.
See, this is the joy of live broadcasting. You never know quite what is going to happen next.
Yeah, it literally just tripped out and just like exited Discord and then opened it again. Very strange.
Well, we're back.
My hands are just here. Yeah, nothing. Yeah. Yeah. The Winchester was sick, basically.
Yeah, no,
I think
good
it was
vibes.
So obviously you said you met, and then what was the kind of reasoning? When was the first time you thought, "Hey, I rate your tunes," or "I've heard you make music. Should we do something?"
We were walking back from somewhere. I literally can't remember what gig it was now, but we were walking back from somewhere.
It was a rave at Eden. I can't remember what it was though.
Yeah, that was probably it.
One of us. Who was playing? I can't remember.
Yeah, no idea. But was it maybe Enter or something?
Yeah, that would have been it. I'm trying to think what it was.
Yeah, but we were on the way back, and I can't remember who suggested it, or I can't remember, but I think you ended up playing me like a demo version of Think, wasn't it? Or it had Think both of them.
Yeah.
And
okay.
And then I was just like, yeah, basically, and then like. I can't remember how long after it was that you sent me the stems, but I'd pretty much just written that like drum loop, which I thought was like would just go like right over it, and I couldn't write anything to this drum loop. And then Dom sent me the stems, and I just chucked this drum loop in, and it like fit like absolutely perfectly, basically.
Wow.
And I think we did some changes to the stems, to the snare, like made it like that more sort of like metallic-y sort of pingy snare, and then sent stems back and forth a couple of times, and it was basically there.
Wow. Okay. So Think of You was the first track you got.
Yeah. Think was the first. Yeah.
It's ages ago now.
I played it. I think one of the first times I played it out was Outlook last year. So we must have finished it like early summer that year or something like that. So probably like 2000. August last year, probably something like that.
So it is really recent that you guys have obviously I thought it might have been earlier. Right? I wasn't
but probably within like a year and a half. Yeah.
Right. Okay. And then obviously you thought, fuck it, let's make an EP, or is it just you just carried on?
I think we thought, Well, I think we thought at the first when we finished that tune, we just both loved it, and we was just like, yeah, we should probably get on another tune and
Opposites.
potentially sort of release, yeah. And then I had this like old tune from like probably like five years ago on my computer that I was basically just racking through my Dropbox, like listening to old tunes like that had like vocals in basically that I was just like just seeing like what I hadn't used out of stuff that basically could have been used, and found that like this really early sketch version of it was called Opposites back then, but I never did anything with it. But ended up just basically I remember ended up just basically getting the sample out again and writing. I think I just wrote I redid the vocal from the other tune. Like there was a few like different bits that were placed differently and stuff. Did the drums and then sent it over to Dom. And there was some chords and some like paddy sort of stuff in there, and then sent it over to Dom. He completely fucked with it, and made
he completely fucked it.
No, well, it was like it was weird, because like it was like much more like chordy and melodic, whereas like I sent over to Dom, and then he like basically made the chords a lot more like sparse, like throughout the tune, and gave it this like wicked vibe basically. And then I think when you sent it back to me with the bass and stuff in, I just added like this little pad that went through it, and it was basically like tune done pretty much.
Okay. And then because then you obviously you had those two, and then you were like pitching that as like a single, right? You were trying to like pitch those two together.
We sent it to hospital. We sent it to can't remember where else we sent it to. I think that was it basically.
I don't know where for Think.
Yeah.
And then that sort of fell through, and then I think we made I can't remember when we made Opposites, but then we were like, yeah, these two sound really good together. But I remember we sent Think of You to Ollie as well, like straight after. Ollie was the first person we showed it to, other than hospital, and he was like, shit, please send this to us. And then we were like, fuck yeah.
Yeah. And then I think, once we'd figured out that we wanted to do both those tunes, I think we just decided that we wanted to do an EP. And then the next one after that was early demo version of Mindset, which is what is now Mindset, which you didn't rate originally. Which I was
I'm getting called out. Like, no, I didn't rate.
Well, no, you didn't. Yeah, but you were beefing. You didn't like the snare.
I didn't like the snare, I don't think, initially. Oh shit! I can't believe
which
it.
is funny because we did actually change the snare in the end. When we got the vocal back from Ryan, we were obviously playing with it because we basically didn't make any changes like whilst we were like, because that was basically Dom sent me over a drum loop and I just put like this Reese in it and added some mid sounds and some like noisy 808s and stuff. And then that was the version that we sent to you, that we were just like, we reckon that we could do like a vocal on this sort of thing. And then we was obviously waiting a couple of months for Ryder to send the vocal through, but we didn't do any work on it like until we got the vocal. And then we basically ended up changing it quite a bit from that original demo version anyway when we got the vocal, because it just like it sort of suited it. And like we tried to do it with that massive sort of snare, but it was just like the snare was like the focal point of the tune basically, whereas we wanted like the vocal to be like.
Well, obviously when you then end up getting a Ryder Shafiq like feature.
Well, this is it. It's like it needed some changes basically, and that was why the bass ended up changing as well. So
Okay.
But that was like that was when like lockdown had ended because you actually come around here as well, and we finished that one pretty much in that session there. And then Toxic happened in like I think so that was like the demo version we did with Mindset I think happened before first lockdown and finished like after first lockdown, and then we made Toxic in first lockdown as well, which was like over a Zoom call basically.
So you actually built that from scratch together? Is that how? That works?
Yeah, pretty much. Dom sent over. I think Dom sent over some drums again, and like a few like serum presets and stuff of his like stuff, and then I was just going ham trying to get a vibe down basically, and then
John wizarded it.
Oh yeah, toxic. Yeah, the like you sent over that vocal as well. In like the original stems. I think like the original stems was like just basically like the main sort of drum loop that is there now with the vocal placement and stuff. I think you had a tune over it before, some bass over it before, but you was just we was just messing with it, and then basically most of it was sort of done in that session on Zoom, and then I sort of just tinkered about and then had the idea for the second drop. It come out quite nice and easily, really.
It's a naughty tune. It really is.
It's definitely one of my heavier ones. Yeah, one of the heavier ones.
Well, I think it's definitely one of the heaviest tunes I've heard you put out. I think in that kind of
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
Well, I tell you what. All this we were having all this talk of the EP. Why do we not play a track for the listeners right now? If you were to have a pick, which one would you both want to play?
Shall we go chronological with creation?
Okay, yeah. To be honest, I think playing "Think of You." I mean, I know it's been online today, but I think it's quite interesting. Like you're saying, like we've had this, a little bit of the backstory. Obviously, it's the first tune that you guys ever made together, and I think that's quite a special thing. And the fact, to be honest, the fact that it's the first tune you ever made together and it's actually now getting a release,
it's special.
It's special.
True.
It's really special.
Romantic.
Yeah.
I'm so full of emotion right now.
You'll be crying soon.
I'm just. What is it? I'm gonna cry. I mean, it is that kind of tune that makes you cry. All right, so I'm gonna play for you, Operate and Rizzle. Think of You. Anyone that is watching, please give us a share. As I said, give us some questions as well for these guys. With anything you want to know. Get involved with what we're doing this evening. I'm going to shut up and we're going to play the first tune off of the EP. Big up. Is it going to play?
We're not going to be able to hear it, are we?
Nah, you won't be able to hear it. I'm really sorry. You have to go on your phone again, but make sure you turn off your mic. Get on the sharing.
I don't even know how to do that. So yeah, I'm just gonna nod my head like I did last time and
pretend.
Oh, is it playing now?
It is, yeah. I haven't quite figured out how I can do it through Discord and you listen to it. I am sorry.
It's fine.
Just pretend.
I think I know what it sounds like. So
can other people
you
hear
may have
us?
Heard it. Yeah, other people can hear it. Don't worry.
Yeah, this tune is sick.
Bangers, man.
I think I actually might try to do this on my phone instead.
You know what bit it is now. You know what bit it is.
I think so.
I couldn't really tell by your awful singing, but.
Yeah.
So it is coming down to the breakdown right now. Just to let you know where we're at. We're at in the song.
Went quick.
Well, when you can't actually hear it, I guess it does kind of go a bit quick. I really do need to figure this out, how we can actually get you hearing it as well. It would be it would be helpful.
It would be useful, yeah.
Shout out to everyone that is logged on right now. Big up to Steve Wood that says that this vocal does give him a bony. Gives him a bony.
It's all about erections.
Yeah.
I mean, it does kind of do that, this tune.
It's special.
It's very special tune. It's a very special tune. Yeah. We're going in for the second drop. A little bit. It's playing. It's kind of playing in the background a bit now.
Okay, cool.
I should really like. Maybe I might play some like background music while we sort of talk. I think that could be interesting.
That could be a new thing. Like elevator music.
Bounce out some like parts of each of the tunes that you
Lounge
play on
vibes.
loop. Yeah, like little background like pads and stuff from the tunes would be a cool idea.
100%.
Maybe next time that we do this.
Maybe next time we write an EP. Yeah.
Maybe next time.
Next release.
Next release. I mean, you thinking about writing any more music? Have you been writing anything more, or literally has this been like you've got this EP
together?
done? Yeah.
Not. We haven't spoken about it since we wrapped up this stuff. We haven't really spoken about new stuff, but I'm sure there will probably be some more on the horizon. I'm up for it. So.
I think 100%, man. We should do like
definitely.
a revisit in a year's time or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Not obviously make music before then, but I mean like put it out there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
What do you mean? Sorry, what do you mean?
So like we'll get in the studio, write 4 more 6 tunes, and then overview part 2. 2021.
Azure EP Volume 2, bro.
Do a VIP version of this EP. Just VIP.
Dom actually was saying
track.
about it the other day, VIPs, yeah. So.
Yeah, and a couple of remixes, you know.
Yeah.
If you were to, who would you pick? If you were to go, who would you want to remix what tune? If you had a choice, if money was no object, yeah, we'll be serious now.
Halogenics just doing a remix of
any tune.
any tune. Yeah,
I reckon Think he can make beautiful.
As soon as I said that, yeah, Think would be probably the one. Yeah, that would be immense.
Right,
mate,
noted.
So much
Okay, so a Halogenics remix of
Think. I'm just trying to think now. Think. Opposites would obviously be someone like really vibey. It could be really vibey, turn it into something special.
Mindset. Oh yeah, we've had T95 just said here Mindset. Who would you have remix Mindset?
DLR.
T95, mate, best
DLR.
producer
DLR.
in the game.
Yeah, I reckon DLR.
Oh mate, you're not making this remix EP cheap. Come on.
Well, you said
I did. Sorry. I did say money was no object. Shit. Yeah, we'll discuss. We'll have a discuss. We could be interested. I do like a good remix, and this EP is really cool. So, but maybe the VIPs could. Marcus has said Alan Perez on Opposites.
Yeah, I'd definitely go with that.
Yeah.
Toxic, someone heavy.
Mephius.
Oh, that would be crazy. I think he could do something like a neuro-ish remix of that. Bunchin, maybe.
Oh.
Someone just crazy as fuck.
Someone a bit off, a bit left field, maybe. Yeah, that could be interesting. So you said you haven't made any new music yet, but I guess it's probably been a little bit more. It's been a little bit tougher, obviously, with everything that's been going on.
Yeah, well, to be fair, we did only finish this EP like properly, like
last month.
Yeah, like properly wrapped it up, like a couple of months ago. So at the earliest. So
yeah. And now we're just sort of resting in our marvelous creation for a little bit before we start the next EP.
Yeah, and I've obviously been remixing down the album as well, which took me ages. Do
you want to tell the audience what happened with that, or would you rather forget that?
No, yeah, it's. I mean, it's cool. Like we sent it to the mastering engineer basically, and he's like TB basically just suggested that we do.
Dom's gone now.
Tom's gone. He's a little green man. Yeah. So yeah, we basically sent it off to TB, and he just said like with some changes, it'd sound a million times better. So I ended up just making some changes to pretty much all of the tracks, probably like 3 or 4 times over. So yeah.
Dom, what has happened? Dom, what has happened to you? What happened there?
It's gone over to his
basically, phone. Everyone in the chat saying I look like a potato.
You're getting paranoid of how you look.
Let me no, as in like the lag, obviously.
Oh right, sorry, yeah, you did have some pretty bad not having some good internet on there.
Yeah, but I don't know. Can someone tell me what it looks like now, please?
It does look a lot better. It does look a lot better.
Potato V2.
Woo! Mate, he's got it sorted. Look at that. Thank you, internet, for helping our broadcast not look like crap.
Shit as fuck.
This is what happens. There you go. We got Mr. Goatshed, Mr. Goatshed in here as well. Big up to Adam at Goatshed. Just because. Sorry, where was I? What were we discussing?
Rizzle's amazing album.
Oh, sorry, yeah. You bugged off.
Had to remix it. How to like remix down all the tracks off the album, and now it's done again, and it sounds sick. So yeah, happy.
Okay, so yeah, so for anyone that doesn't know, Rizzle has been working on an album, and it's finally here after a while. So that's probably your next project, really, your next big project on the horizon, really.
Yeah, we're looking at probably middle of next year, I think, is the aiming thing for it. So yeah. Cool.
No, that's good. I think what we probably should mention, actually, just thinking about Adam, because obviously I like to think about Adam, just when I'm just sitting at home, just think
of you.
I just think of you, think of Adam Goatshed. It's basically what the song was written for. That we have a video going live on Goatshed and Overview Music this weekend. Would you like to tell our audience what may be happening? John, you go first.
Operate and Rizzle down the beach.
Smash, yeah. Yeah, well, basically we played some tunes in a World Heritage site, and yeah, it was pretty mad, and it's going up on Saturday, so yeah.
So yeah, so if anyone down Operate and Rizzle down the beach,
down the beach.
Yeah, so essentially, so you obviously got this video coming. Yeah, we basically, I'm not doing too well at bigging this up, but yeah, we've got a live stream video that's shot down Durdle Door, which is a very, very famous location. Obviously, like you'd probably say in the Bournemouth area, that is probably like the most famous, like recognisable.
Boscombe, yeah.
Other than Boscombe, did you say?
Yeah. Apart from Boston.
Now he's trolling. But yeah, so obviously, well, because it was filmed a few weeks ago. Obviously, I had a little bit of an incident that day.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, I set up this video. For Operate and Rizzle with Goatshed to go down. It's like a live stream video. It's obviously some people would have seen the clinical one that we did a few weeks back. I wanted to go one better, one further, and obviously wanted to do a bit of promotion for this EP. So we thought that we'd do it at Durdle Door down on the beach. It was a very early start. I dragged you guys out of bed on Saturday for like 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. Sorry,
Sunday, wasn't it?
It was a Sunday.
It was
And it
a
wasn't
Sunday.
too early. I was like, I'm usually up like fairly early.
Actually,
Anyway. That's like,
saying that, well, it wasn't too bad for you because obviously you live pretty close
yeah,
to
it
it.
would have been. Yeah, it would have been early for you, I guess. Yeah.
Well, it was early for me. It was it was a 7 o'clock in the morning start. We were leaving for 7:30, and I had arranged to get a lift with my my driver, who he got so fucked up the night before that he he was asleep and we weren't able to get down there, unfortunately. So I left. I wasn't able to actually see the stream itself, unfortunately. I am actually really gutted. I sort of saw how much of a kind of special it did look really good.
It was beautiful.
It was
Absolutely
vibey.
beautiful.
Please tell me how good it was, just to make me feel even
having a little
worse.
jig. Like, it was sick, man. It was sick. It was a proper vibe. There was like, I wouldn't say there was a crowd, but there was like a good like little gathering of people there, because where we were, it was like on the steps down to the door, basically. So like everyone that had come to see that was just like, yeah, basically walking down those steps, and like, yeah,
it was quite a funny like situation.
Little families with little kids just running on, just like having a little dance and stuff. It was sick. The standout moment for me was when you played Tota, and it was just like mad. And I just remember seeing some like kid just like having a little jig like around, just like, yeah, that was sick.
What he might wear like a little like 5-year-old kid or something, like running around.
Yeah. It was a good one.
Oh man, yeah. No, I mean, obviously seeing the footage back now, and obviously seeing what was happening there. I mean, it did look like really mental.
Good fun. It was good fun. The only thing that wasn't fun was walking up and down that thing with all the gear.
With fucking ginormous equipment.
Yeah, that was not a vibe, but you know.
Adam was very upset with me because obviously, like, you know, I'd arranged this video, and yeah, obviously it was supposed to be there, and then obviously it wasn't an easy location, because that's the thing. Obviously, it was like right down, like right by the beach. Yeah. Like, I mean, how far away was the location?
Well, it's like a good 20-minute walk from like the actual car park as well. And the worst thing was, I forgot to pay for parking when we got there. So we went down to like scout the location out and try and find like a good like viewpoint of where we were going to set the cameras up and stuff. That was before Adam got there. And then we got all the way down there, and I suddenly realised that I'd forgot to put parking in the car, so I had to walk all the way up again. And then when I walked all the way up again, I realised there was a just park thing, so I could have just done it on my phone the whole time. It was just, slightly annoying.
and then obviously being made
we had to go and get the stuff and then do it all again, and then bring it all back up afterwards as well. So it was a bit of a mission, but yeah, it was sick. It was well worth it.
I mean, yeah. That's what I like to at least say, was that it was worth it. And as annoyed as Adam was with me for not showing up, that, I mean, obviously, yeah, just the location. So if anyone is interested to know, this video is going to be going live on Saturday, this coming Saturday. I think that we're going to be doing it at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. So yeah, if you want to watch, it's like an hour-long stream. It's like multiple angles and drones flying around. And
bear drone.
It's
all about the drone footage, really.
It's all about the drone in general.
Yeah. Obviously. Come on, let's keep this. Let's keep this PC.
I want to give a shout out to the drone guy, who apparently was massively hungover.
Oh yeah, that's true. Actually,
down to him for showing up, for doing a fucking sick job.
He actually, they actually flew through the Durdle door at one point as well.
Yeah,
hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to be honest. I'm not totally sure. Like, it was all well within, like, I don't know whose permission we asked to be there and do that, but yeah, you know.
Yeah, well. Yeah, it turned out right in the end.
Right.
There was no rangers came down and told us off or anything like that. It was just,
when you're saying, you actually, like, people were actually appreciating it, and
people were vibing. Yeah, it was good. Like, people that you wouldn't have expected to be vibing to, like, I guess at some parts quite aggy drum and bass. So, yeah, it was it was sick.
It was an experience. I mean, I
Definitely.
can't imagine
I mean, I
what I
don't
can't.
think I'll ever play tunes in a World Heritage Site ever again. So,
Ever, no. Never going to recreate that moment.
Hey, you never know. You never know what might happen in the future. I mean, I want to try and do some more of those sort of things and whatever. But I just can't imagine what like Sandra, who's like going down the beach that day. They're like, oh, we're going to go see Durdle Door and like have a nice family day out, and then like
everyone was stopping off with filming and stuff as well. It was just like, yeah, it was.
I did feel pretty self-conscious at the beginning because, like, we were obviously setting up all the speakers and stuff. And I think a fair few people were giving us the old stink eye, like, what?
It was when we were walking down with the speakers and stuff. It was definitely a few people.
Maybe they thought, oh, these lot are about to have a rave or something. They're about to do something like
they did. Yeah, for sure. There was
right.
definitely some like evil looks from some people that was just like, what are these?
Lots of youths in hats and shit showing up the beach with speakers.
Yeah, it doesn't look. It's a bit inconspicuous, isn't it? Really, I can imagine why.
Yeah, exactly.
Sandra, she was like, "They're about to ruin my day out," you know. But yeah, that's an experience. But yeah,
it was good.
Well, yeah,
I'm really excited to see it. Super excited.
Yeah, I've watched back. I've watched back some of the footage. I mean, it is.
Yeah, I sort of flicked through it the other day. It looked like pretty mad. So.
It's pretty ridiculous. It's like, as I said, it's an idea I kind of had. I mean, obviously I've seen like the Goat Shed videos do it, but I mean it's that thing with live streams. Like live streams are cool, but there's only so many like DJ in a bedroom like
with plants.
Plants. That's no part. That's no part. Like I respect it and I do it. I mean I fucking but I think it's like big up the plants. Yeah. but it's that thing of like, how can you do something that's gonna, everyone's seen that. How are you gonna do something that's really gonna wow people? And yeah, that's the kind of like next level of it. And to go into like somewhere like that, like a really crazy location, I think it's gonna really knock people back. And I think people are, I don't think anything quite. You're struggling there, Tom. I mean,
he's falling over.
I mean, I know that they've done a few streams like that on Goat Shed, but I like in the location it is and like that really epic scenery, because it's a very beautiful part of the world. You're very lucky to have that on your doorstep, on your durdle doorstep.
It's actually the first time I've been there for probably since I was a kid, to be fair. So yeah, I don't go as many times as I should do.
Well, you just stay at home making tunes
a little bit. Yeah. Or COD at the moment, basically. Yeah,
playing COD, and loving life.
Yeah.
What would you say on going on a little bit for Bournemouth? I mean, how's things kind of looking down there at the moment for drum and bass? And you play quite a bit, both of you, or when are we?
I haven't played in Bournemouth. I think the last thing I played in Bournemouth was Dan's night, I think.
Module.
Yeah, that's the one. That was a while ago now. That must have been like last summer or something like that.
Obviously, everything's a bit fucked at the moment. But before that, there's still bits going on. I think it's not as often as it used to be. Obviously, there's Enter that used to happen.
You played one of those socially distant ones for Back to Basics, didn't you, at Halo?
Yeah, I did. I've been to a couple of them actually, and I did that one that Adam did, the Goat Shed one. That wasn't too bad. But yeah, Bournemouth wise, yeah,
it's on the map. It's on the map.
It's like main clubs that it sort of used to happen in. Well, especially the Winchester was where sort of like the smaller nights used to go on. Like the Winchester is not a thing anymore, so that's annoying.
Although it's come back now, hasn't it?
Yeah, this is it. Yeah.
Or the Vault, or whatever it's called.
Yeah. It's
So when are we going to do a night there?
Well, this is it. It was supposed to come back. I'd definitely be up for helping promote that as well. So, yeah, be on the cards for sure. But,
all right.
Yeah, it's
Overview
like
Bournemouth.
Totally.
It was supposed to come back before lockdown, and then obviously lockdown. So,
but they are still planning to come back, or
I don't know at the moment what the situation is with it. So I know that they weren't open throughout the whole of whilst we were in between lockdowns, they weren't open, I don't think.
Right.
Someone might tell me different. I don't actually know, to be fair, but yeah. I don't
Just
remember
put me in room
seeing
2.
anything promoted there.
Operate all night.
Yeah, it's a sick club, man, and yeah, it'd definitely be worth a shout for sure.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll bear that in mind. It's definitely somewhere I would like to do a night. So if you're up for getting your dusting your promoter cap off, John, and getting involved again,
I'm up for it. For sure.
I'll get involved as well. I think it could be good. It's definitely somewhere. Another one on the map. I just can't wait for events to be coming back. To be honest, that's.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, and John has gone again. There he goes. He's back.
What is going on, man? Like, it just keeps kicking me out for some reason. Weird.
Speaking the truth, bro.
Don't know why.
You're here though.
Yeah.
That's what really
Weird.
matters.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. It'd be definitely be decent.
Yeah. No, I'd like to do it at some point. By the way, if anyone watching right now does have any questions for either of our two guests here, please do feel free to ask one, even if it is really fucking stupid. I don't know. What would you like to know about operating Rizzle? Like,
I'm up for stupid questions. Like,
how did you get the name Operate, Dom?
Oh, fuck's sake.
Ask John if he believes in aliens. Who doesn't believe in aliens? Come on, fuck off.
Well, it's just a shitty story from being a young bastard, basically. I think, like, when I was 15 and 16, I got really into, like, hip-hop and thought I was really sick, so I used to go, like, tagging and stuff.
Oh, mate, bad, yeah, wicked.
I was obviously a shit tagger. So basically, speaking of hip-hop, I was really into MF Doom. And obviously he was fucking dope and had this album called Operation Doomsday. Shit, my phone. So I figured that'll be in my tag. It'll be Operation Doomsday. Because I was shit, it took me so long to write the word Operation and Doomsday. Because we'd obviously be like, because we were doing this in like a little suburban town called Salisbury.
Salisbury, Mash.
Yeah, literally,
Salisbury
it's
massive.
like the most
Salisbury,
peaceful, lovely town you could ever go to. And so, like, we're there trying to be bad guys, like,
I hear the cathedral there is really tall.
It's a tall cathedral.
Do you want to go hang out down the cathedral? Yeah, and like,
Oh yeah, exactly.
Mate, that's
we'll
that's
tag
what
it.
everyone
We'll tag
used
the
to...
cathedral.
Salisbury Cathedral is the tallest cathedral in.
Well, that's also
Russian.
the best cathedral to go smoke zoots at.
Oh, really? Yeah, okay.
16 years old.
Get a little bit closer to God, like,
Yeah.
I only believe in Jah, something like that. All right, so basically, operate. So your actual name is technically Operation Doomsday, like really.
Well, I guess that's what the tag was, but then shortened it to Operate because it's quicker. And then when I got into music, it just sort of there you go.
Okay, Operation Doomsday, great, I love it. That is what I'm going to believe. That's what I'm going to say.
Embarrassing story.
So we have a question here from Dom Operate. John, do you believe in aliens?
What the fuck? I would say that I'm not entirely sure. I guess there's probably something out there that we don't know about, but I guess I guess I do believe in them. Yeah, if it's a yes or no question.
Have you ever met an alien?
I don't think I have ever met an alien. No.
Okay, no. Well,
apart from Dom.
Yeah.
I don't know quite how this has descended into some sort of like conspiracy theory like podcast.
It's just the most interesting.
Aliens are real.
Honestly.
They're out there. You are sorry.
I think we got some questions.
We do have some questions. Please do keep the questions coming. We definitely lost some viewers there. I think they didn't like the alien talk. Maybe, I don't know.
Everyone's scared.
I don't want to think that deeply. Marcus Kokar, also known as Wings, asks, "What a cappella is the vocal in "Think of You" from?" I think everyone asks that question all the time. That's probably like the most asked question.
Well, Don sourced one on this, so
Rizzle actually sung that himself. That is actually John.
yeah.
When I was going through my emo phase, I recorded loads of vocals, and that's where it came from.
There you go. That's the answer. No, it's actually out of a track, right? It is.
Yeah, it's some so it's this old. So when I think, for fuck's sake,
you need to get a stand, man. Come on, you've not got any blue tack or something. I don't know.
I'll balance. Hang on, I'll use my passport and like balance it. There we go.
Use me passport.
So you
use me passport, Charlie. Yeah. So I used to. I still do. I used to be really into like rock, metal, and all that stuff. And there was this band that I used to listen to. Called Cell Dweller, and they had this tune called Fade Away, and then like years and years and years ago I saw that they like put out all the stems and stuff and like just do whatever, and I downloaded it, wanted to make a tune with it, but couldn't make anything, and then like 4 years later it just fit in Think of You, like what was the instrumental for Think of You. And then, that was that, really. Just had it in the archives for years.
Right.
And that's where it came from.
That's really interesting.
Funny, because that's like kind of the similar story with Opposites as well. Whereas, like, it was just tucked away, like, in a tune that didn't even get used for, like, 4 or 5 years or so.
So it just goes to show, like, you really do need to, like, keep hold of stuff or... maybe revisit things and just sort of.
I'd basically completely forgotten about that tune as well, and like it was only because we were looking for other vocals, and I was just flicking through my Dropbox trying to find stuff that I come across it, and and I listened to the tune, and I was just I don't even remember making this. So, but yeah, the vocals
it's good to hold on to stuff. Like,
so that they gave away the stems, like. They gave them away, like, or you just found them on the internet in a forum or something.
Oh, it was some like weird scatty place. Like, I'm not even sure, to be fair. Like, this is in the depths of fucking
sample hunting.
It was just some weird website, and fuck knows. Can't really think.
Was it a competition or something like that? Because I remember I downloaded the stems as well. When I ended up getting on it, I downloaded it to see if there was any more parts that we could use, but the rest of it, apart from the bits that you'd already chopped, was like screaming basically. So.
Did you manage to find it? So where was it?
I definitely managed to find it and download them. It was from, I don't know, but I thought it was originally a competition or something.
Yeah, I think so.
If anyone can find out the answer to that, so yeah, we're all right. We're clear on the copyright.
I didn't really want to tell that story, to be honest. Thank you, Marcus.
There we go. Yeah, cheers, Marcus. There you go. I found it on some dodgy forum. There you go. That's the answer. We have a question here from Jay Gray, who asks, "What DAW do you both use?"
Logic.
I'm on Ableton.
Logic and Ableton. Okay, and they sort of cross over. Okay, you can. This is where I'm a production noob. Like,
no. Probably. I don't know. Whenever I go around John's house, I don't have a fucking clue what's going on. So.
It does, mate. It took me a while to get used to Ableton, to be fair, but like, so I used to make on Cubase. I used to use Cubase, and then like 2 or 3 years ago, switched over to Ableton because everyone said how sick it was, and I used to hate Ableton. Like, I hate the look of it and how like the menu things were on the right hand side, and like, it used to actually annoy me, like when I used to get on it, but then now I've just got into a workflow with it basically. But it was just basically like there wasn't any sending like projects sort of back and forth. It was just sort of like we'd get to a certain point in the tune and then stem it out and then send it back to the next person.
What's better?
It's funny because considering we're like probably less than 10-minute walk away from each other as well, like. And we were just stemming it back and forth, as opposed to just like working on it in the studio together.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, you live so close to each other that you could work together. But
that's it. Well, I think this is why we did have the sessions like in the studio when we could. But like, most of them, if not all of them, were written over stems and stuff. So
interesting. No, that is interesting.
I think it does work better for me. I think that way.
I'm very hit and miss when I'm in the studio as well. So like one day I could like write a tune in 3 or 4 hours, and then the next day or like the next month after that, nothing decent will happen at all. So it's like, it's like, I feel it puts less, in a way, it's like there's less pressure on you to perform when there's more pressure on you to perform and like make a good tune when you're like in the studio together, sort of thing. Because if you've only got that one session or whatever, then I think it's like it's easier in a way for me to get on stems like that because I can just do my thing and like. Yeah.
Well, you don't really like people, do you? So actually, like the thought of like having another person
that's another thing. Yeah, I'm very like I'm so much.
Someone in my space.
Yeah. This is it. I just like to zone in and just don't really talk to anyone. Like that'll be when I'm on the tunes.
Yeah. No, that's interesting. Well, maybe obviously when the restrictions and stuff. Be interesting to see what you do if you do like sit down and
jump up EP.
Jump up EP, make a foghorn EP.
I'm thinking like old school jump up, like Gov style, man. Like
4/4 straight to the floor. Yeah, mate, I reckon you smash it.
That's like good 2013 shit, man.
Yeah, man, I love
You've
that.
got all the presets for it, so
I still have all my jump up synths. Yeah, I actually do.
Do you still play it sometimes, or like? In
what,
set,
the presets?
No, your tunes. Like in sets, will you ever drop like an old Operate track?
There's a couple I still do play, but it's because they're very like cross. What's the word?
Right.
Yeah. But the Belgian stuff definitely not. Synths though, my Chambers that came out on Skanker Bass and the VIP and the bass preset that John turned into Toxic was a jump up synth that I'd made.
There you go.
It just goes to show that everything has. You can polish a turd.
It's like Placid as well. Like Placid was, I think we were saying on the last like overview that I did as well. Placid was a proper like it's just this madly jump up sound on my synth that I just didn't know what to do with for ages, but thought it was cool. And then just tried to make a tune out of it that's as least jump up as possible, basically.
I mean, I think that's been like probably one of the trends of this year is obviously like that kind of minimal jump up kind of thing. Like I think that's maybe been more this year's kind of trend. If I was maybe to say something, like obviously you got like the Source and that kind of vibe, and someone like Waze as well. Like I think he's a real. Testament to a crossover.
Clinical as well was like a big one, like Around Me, like definitely sort of set the tone for like quite a lot of that stuff that's happening now, I would say.
Yeah, no, that's definitely. So it's interesting. We have another question here from Jason Halstead, and he says, to both of you, if money was no object, where would you go for a month and write? So if you could just
man.
That's a cool question. If you could just go somewhere and write, if you had a month, where would you go?
Somewhere with a mental view and that's nice and hot.
Beers on tap.
Beers on tap. It's really cheap. Probably somewhere like Thailand, I would imagine, like with a nice beach and stuff. Yeah.
I don't know whether all that would be way too distracting though. Like you'd be.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah,
there was that really.
I struggle to work even in the summer in this studio when it gets hot. So,
I was gonna say, do you know what I mean?
Useful in Thailand.
Yeah, you've been in Thailand with a beautiful beach outside. You'd be like, "Oh, am I gonna sit inside and make music, or am I gonna go sit on this beach and like hang out?" Like...
Maybe like a Scottish loch somewhere with like a
peaceful
lovely
vibes,
view.
Yeah.
I saw a really great.
A view, somewhere with a nice vibe,
a nice view.
It's kind of like a merge between view and vibe, but yeah,
a nice view.
It's that Devon. I've been toying with the idea of going to that Devon analog studio for a while now because that's just like you're literally like your main view out of the studio is just like rolling hills of Devon, basically. Like it's absolutely lush.
There was one that I saw
pricey,
that I think was in Cornwall, Devon. That you could only get to it from a boat. I don't know if you've seen that place.
No, I've not seen that before.
Yeah,
There's one in Wales. It's in like some old nuclear bunker as well. I can't remember what it was called now, but that looked pretty mad.
I think just doing that would be. To be honest, it's actually an idea. Maybe because I had thought about doing it. We thought about doing it before, like actually having like a retreat. I think maybe we've discussed this before with you, Dom. Like we were talking about getting like, a number of the overview people or a few sort of key heads, and then going away for like a retreat, like go away for like 4 or 5 days, go stay in like a really nice place,
sick.
and then go see what happens. I mean,
Vibe,
it would be really cool. I'd like to think music would be made there, but there's
there would be lots of beers drunk. I know that.
There would be.
Sure.
I mean, I think it would require. You'd need to be kind of like a little bit organised, and maybe that's where my role would come in to be like, right, okay, look, we are going to sit down.
Everyone,
I know you want to play table tennis, but we are going to make music. Like
table tennis champion.
Look, Pete, we will make this tune, but we need to finish this table tennis competition. It's so serious right now, like. But no, I think that would be a really cool idea because
I'd be well up for that. Yeah, that'd be sick.
Like,
I reckon, that would be.
Make it like a label. I don't know who we'd invite. Maybe we shouldn't air that on public because then people will be like, oh, why didn't I get an invite? I wanted to come to the overview retreat. But I think something like that's cool. Like, because obviously you do get like. There's quite a famous recording studio quite close to us that was like one of the country's first like live-in recording studios. So obviously there was like they had like Queen stay there, and a band would go stay in this place for like however long it took, a month or two, and like just record and focus on that. No, what's it called? What's it called? It's very close to me. What was it? It's actually it was Broken Note. I don't know if you know Tommy Broken Note, who used to run when he was the founder of Meth Lab, and his family did like the Function One. They started the Function One sound system and stuff, and it's all quite close to us. And yeah, you had this proper like living studio. I think Goldie was there as well. So he sort of says there's a real like history there. But I think that kind of idea of getting to that point as an artist where you could go and stay for a month or whatever and just focus on writing that material. I mean, yeah, like maybe one day, like maybe for the next Operate and Rizzle EP, we'll
gonna happen.
I've now
we'll get an advance off you. We'll go to a studio somewhere and that'll be sound.
Yeah, that'd be sound. Come back with like half a tune or like one tune.
We made an intro.
Yeah. Money well spent.
I think it actually. I did. It was Ridge Farm Studios actually. If anyone was interested, Ridge Farm Studios. So if you want to book a nice studio to write your album in, I would recommend Ridge Farm. But no, that's a really good question. Thank you, Jason. I did clearly doing a much better job than me asking questions. At that point, I'm going to ask if anyone does have a question, as silly as it is or as serious it is. I mean, that led us on a really good little tangent there.
I do love silly questions.
I do love silly questions. We have a question here from Fabian Lodder, and he said, "Is Rizzle still regretting not meeting Soul to Soul?"
Fucking hell. That's funny.
That was on the last episode, wasn't it? We were talking about. Was that? I'm pretty sure.
No, I don't think so. This is like some gig that we played in Leamington a while back, and Soul to Soul were on before in like the main room of the thing. Basically, we were at this downstairs thing, and Soul to Soul were playing before, and basically, I can't remember what the joke was now, but yeah, it was basically we were like parked up next to Soul to Soul's like tour coach basically, and we didn't say hello.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Back to life. Back to life is a classic.
So probably wasn't a good idea anyway.
I don't know. You never know. They might have been like, "Yeah, go on, boys, get in the tour van," and
Do you remember them playing Back to Reality from like outside the club though?
Back to life, back to reality. That is a classic. I actually played that. I played that at like a kind of like a free party event I did like a long time ago. Like I had this like selection of old school vinyl, and bearing in mind this must have been about sort of 5-6 in the morning. The sun had just come up, and I remember playing Back to Life, Back to Reality, and like probably one of my finest moments as a DJ when I just
Perfection, right there.
yeah, man, it just like again, even if it was that old, like the vibe to that track is just so on point.
Exactly. Well, it doesn't matter. Like that's something that always is always confused me is when like people say like, "Oh, the tune's really old." It's just like, yeah, but it doesn't really matter if it's old. It's about like the vibe and how it sounds. Like
there you go. Yeah. No, it is. I mean, again, you know, like the production on that is still like amazing. Amazing even on that. I'm sort of seeing if there's any more questions. I'm seeing some comments. We've got, I think a host is
no, I'm not doing that.
Fuck's sake, what's he saying?
Anywhere with Netflix so Riz can watch Peep Show. I don't know what's going on with that one.
Let me have a look, hang on, I'll see if I can decipher it.
Marcus has asked who made the woo 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 lead synth on Mindset.
It's a sample, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a sample.
That's not right.
Yeah, it's actually Nami's sample pack that came from. There you go.
Nami,
But
really?
I just chucked it in there, and it just sounded so good that I was just placed that vibe. Like it was like that sound had its like. Its vibe in itself.
Did you not change it? Did you not change it at all?
I did.
Well,
change
let's not forget, John added the reverb, which is the most important part.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
Added the reverb and the chorus and shit. Yeah. But now I did actually like chop it up, so there was like there's slightly different edits on it throughout the track. But like, yeah, it's pretty much basically straight out of a Nami sample pack.
Do you know what? I've actually got I've got quite a funny story about a Nami sample pack because obviously, like he's now quite prominent in the sample world. Like he obviously runs Ghost Syndicate.
Yeah, they're so good, man.
So if anyone wants to make their music sound like Rizzle, go download a Nami sample pack. Ghost Syndicate. But obviously, like, because I think it was when Nami was over for Christmas, and we booked him. Obviously, well, it was actually the when we did the back-to-back set with you and Nami at the
that was a sick night.
first year of Overview. So I had Nami, and he was talking to me about like obviously how he was hearing a lot of his samples in people's music. You know, and how that was quite a strange feeling for him because obviously, you know, and he sort of was almost laughing to himself. Basically, we were sat down and then obviously as running a record label, you get sent a lot of demos, and I put on this demo and we listened to it, and he's like, "What is this?" And I'm like, "Oh, this is like this new demo that's just been sent through." And essentially, it was one of Nami's like templates. You know, he has like the templates that you can get as well. And this guy had literally just almost hadn't done anything else to it and tried to submit the template
that is terrible.
to Overview. And I was sat next to the guy who made the fucking template from Russia, and he was like looking at me, just like, "What is this?" Like.
That's funny.
That's my
yeah,
story.
But yeah, shout out Ghost Syndicate, man. Like if you're looking for some fresh samples,
is that him?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah,
shit, man.
That's Nami. Yeah.
I think
it's some other people contributing to it as well. But like,
I love
think
Ghost Syndicate.
Most of the packs are pretty much Nami. Well, most of the drum and bass packs I'm pretty sure are Nami. Yeah.
Girl, we're sitting there talking about sample packs. I really am having an interview with two producers right now.
Let's go back to aliens.
Let's go back to aliens. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Aliens are 100% fully, definitely real, and they are there. We just, I think that
you just haven't found them yet. Really.
No.
The universe is so big.
No. It's not that they haven't. I mean, look, I'm going to sound like a fucking... This is going to start sounding like some sort of like conspiracy theory kind of thing. And people are going to be
We're
like,
going to be making
"Wow,
UFO videos
overview, really?" Like,
Yeah.
I think they just haven't decided to say hello yet, or like, yeah, like I think we can't be trusted yet to like have that knowledge. Like, we're still too busy like fighting over fucking stupid shit that like the aliens are just like, nah, you know what?
I think
whether
they're
jump up
gonna,
as rollers or not. Yeah.
They're going to come down when obviously the certain EP comes out on the 27th of November.
They'll be like, "What the
And
fuck
be
is
like,
this?"
I mean, oh yeah, like this is so good.
Listen to that vocal. Damn.
Mate, it's that woo woo from a Nami sample pack though. Like, wait,
Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, like alien sort of sounds like.
I
I'm wondering whether Nami is an alien. Sometimes, to be fair, it honestly wouldn't surprise me. The guy is fucking mental.
From anyone that I know and have met, he is definitely the most extraterrestrial of everyone. He's definitely
Very
a bit
true.
out of this world. I remember I called him up one time. I think I might have even told this story before. I called him up one time and I was like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm just writing." I was like, "Okay." But he wasn't just writing. He was actually using his opposite hand, so his weak hand, to write backwards in a mirror. And he was writing back to front but backwards because he was trying to train up his kind of balance between left and right. Look, that's
Jesus Christ.
that's Nami.
It was like, yeah, he's a crazy fella, man. I remember when we were trying to wrap up the Nami and Rizzle EP. Like he just like disappeared for like nearly a year or so. No one could get hold of him. Like where he just had this sick as fuck version of Mistress, like that he'd linked me. And like I just thought it was a SoundCloud link and it didn't have a download link. So I was like pinging him for ages and ages, just like, "Please, can you send me this tune so I can play it in my sets? Please, can you send me this tune so I can play it in my sets?" And like and then like literally when he was back online, I realised that you could download that link the whole time. So yeah, it was just like, but yeah, he literally did just like disappear for like a year to like meditate.
And I think he did go out to like the forest or something. And we're turning into the Nami podcast. Big up Nami if you are watching. Please do let us know you're alright.
Big up Alex, we love you.
We have a serious tune here from Claudia. Big up to Claudia. Who asks, what is your favourite tune off of the EP? Oh, asking the real questions.
Messages.
You can't see them?
No, the latest one I've got is "Wow" from Jason Halstead.
Big up.
But I'm cool.
I don't know.
I trust you to read the questions out.
Yeah, trust me to read the questions out. Yeah. Favourite tune of the EP? Who's go first? Go first, John. Go on. Give us a.
My favourite's Think. I think just because the vibe, it's like wicked with and like the pads and like MIDI stuff as well, just like sound wicked with that vocal, and just really works for me as a track. I mean, the whole EP works for me as like tracks, that one's definitely stand out for me.
And you, Dom, what would you say your favourite is?
Think as well. To be fair,
is it really? Yeah.
It's because, I mean, apart from obviously it was the first tune we wrote and stuff, like, it's just when you are producing, obviously the tunes you have the most fun making, I think, stick with you the longest. And when I made the basic version that John would have heard, obviously was making it and was like, yeah, this has a lot of potential. And then we'll just like listen to it over and over again. And then obviously the best part was when John got it and did all his like fucking Rizzly wispy noises all over the place. And it just completely added like the component that you didn't know was missing. And then, it's just, I think it's a perfect blend of what we both had going on in the tune.
Yeah.
So,
definitely. I think like, you can hear like both of us coming through in the tune, like loads, like, well, I mean, obviously I can, but like I feel like you can pick out like who's made what parts of it and stuff. Like
definitely.
I think like Rizzly sounds and Operate sounds in there, like. And
that's a good trend over the rest of the EP as well, is you can clearly hear who's had what influence, sort of thing.
Yeah, like another on that sort of topic as well, like in Toxic, like your bass patch made like most of the bass, and then I made those little like 808 sort of stabs to go with the noise and shit, and then like those stabby sounds are like straight out of the Rizzle classic sounds.
You pretty much did every
basically,
single answer bass in the tune.
Yeah. And like, yeah, I think like that they just were like, as a combination of sounds as well, just sound wicked and like work really well together in those tunes, which is weird because they're two completely different. Like, one is Dom's sound and the other's like classic Rizzle sound. So yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's interesting, you know, having that kind of dynamic that you've both.
What is your favourite tune, Peter?
Mine is also Think of You.
Yeah.
I was
Very
about to say. Yeah, I was about to say, because I was like, it's quite funny you both have picked that, because for me, that's the one that I have most enjoyed playing as well, and just as like, it's hard. I think it is hard to pull off that type of track. I think
it was like for a while we were wondering whether it was full enough for like, well, like especially like the sort of like the first sort of the first 2/16s of the drop. We were back and forth ages for like, doesn't have enough stuff in it, and like, is it busy enough basically? And it was you are definitely right that it is harder to make those sort of like, because it is literally, when it drops, it's just a Reese and drums basically, like
empty but full.
Yeah. And just that kind of like that kind of vibe. Like, I've always tried to sort of sign that kind of deep, moody liquid, but still with the energy. Like, and
this is it.
And that's like, unless you are someone like Perez or Halogenics, you know, you don't get so many producers come through. I find anyway with the guys or people that I work with. So for me, it was like I've really cool to sign something like that and help put something like that, and then the whole EP around it as well. Like, it really is real sort of showcase, real varied EP. I think there's a little bit of something for everyone in there.
Definitely, that was the plan, I think.
Yeah, like Opposites, I suppose you could say, is on like a similar sort of vibe, but is, I guess, to me, it sounds like more happy. Think is definitely a bit more sad and deeper.
Yeah, melancholic.
They're my favorite
upbeat, but it's
tunes.
Still like got like teeth, basically. Like, it's weird.
Yeah.
Like,
well, Opposites is quite hard in the sense that you can sort of, I've been pulling it out on all my sets as like a single tune to just drop.
Yeah,
and it still goes.
I think it's nice because it drops with the vocal as well.
And
so
it's like
I think
hard.
That's why
the drums
like
are quite hard
as well. Yeah.
And obviously, Think of You is more of a mellow build up, mellow drop, and it's like a catchy.
Definitely more like
it's a bit of a sing along as well. Like, you know, you do sort of, it's a real like hands in the air kind of like.
I'm not clear.
Yeah.
I have done that a few times already. So.
Or it's a perfect tune for slamming on when you're a bit depressed, like just whatever.
Yeah, you know, it can be sort of sit there and just really sort of vibe with it and
straight in the sad boy playlist.
That's why that's
true.
That's why Marcus has sort of said that it's his favourite tune of the year. And Marcus is just the ultimate sad boy tech D&B producer. So you've nailed it. You really have nailed it.
Big up Marcus.
Big up Marcus. Yeah. No. He's I can understand why he makes it, why he loves it so much.
Damn good tune.
And then Toxic, obviously, like, to have a real
fucking rave your face
smasher.
There needed to be a smasher on there for sure. Yeah. Like, needed to be, because then I mean, if you think about it, the other three tunes are like deep Reese-based tunes as well. So like, definitely needed something a bit synthy and smashing on there, and I think Toxic does the trick nice.
We've got.
And it's also weird that there's 3 vocal tracks on the EP as well. Like, I always find that's strange, but like, that's just the way it sort of happened, and like the tunes developed as well. And like, I don't think we set out to make like nearly a full vocal EP basically, but it happened.
No,
so, it's strange, but
happy accidents, as Bob. What's his name? The guy who does all the painting. You know, the guy who paints online. Bob. What's his name? I can't remember. But
Can't remember.
happy
Yeah.
accidents. Happy accidents do happen.
Yeah.
We've actually got and Rizzle. Oh, yeah, he's back. You really are just not wanting to do this
Literally,
interview
it's
today,
just-
are you, Rizzle?
I blame Discord. Like I'm like hardwired into the internet here. There's nothing like
What
there's
is
no
going
bullshit going on. It's fucking weird. Yeah, I've never had this before.
on?
Should have used Zoom, man.
I've got another question here from Jason Halstead. I have to admit, he is smashing.
This guy's coming through.
He's
with
coming
the questions.
through some really good questions right here. He's asking the serious
Come on.
questions. I might need to employ
up for
you
it.
as my question master. It says how mix down process. How do you approach it, and how long has it taken you to find your thing? Is one of his questions.
Constantly changing, like especially with like having to redo the album for me has like I swear like getting some like all this sort of advice from TV and stuff on these masters has helped me so much, and like the last couple of tunes that I've come out with that I've mixed down since then have just sound a million times better than like, and even just the album, like it wasn't sounding great before, but now I just listen back to it and I think, yeah, it does actually sound really good, and it's definitely some of the best mixed down stuff that I've had yet. And then obviously basically I did that after I'd finished the album masters, was when we remixed down basically bounced out the finals for this EP. So like that was done with that knowledge in mind as well.
Right.
So it's constant learning constant learning process really, and I feel like only recently like it's like there's always room for improvement. Like your mixdowns are never going to be as good as fucking Perez or Halogenics yet, but like you'll get there eventually.
I mean, I'm sure they even look at
how
other
I'm
people. They even look at
hoping,
other
yeah.
people and.
Well, yeah, man, and like people like Bunchin, Emanu as well, was like their mixdown is just absolutely crazy, and everything's so loud as well, but so clean as well. That whole sort of vibe still really confuses me, but yeah. Really happy with how this EP sounds, and like the masters sound great on it as well. So yeah.
Big up to Bob Mank on the
Bob
masters.
Mack.
Yeah.
Bob Mack. Or is it Bob Mack, not Bob Mank?
Bob Mack, yeah. Bob Mack.
Oh, Manky Bob.
Manky.
He really smashed the masters. They sound dope. Like probably the best masters, some of the best masters that I've had back. Yeah, for sure.
And what about you, Dom? How do you approach your
sounds.
mixdown process, and how long has it taken you to find your thing?
I think I don't know. I guess every tune, there's no like one shoe fits all shit for mix downs on every tune, because like one thing that works with one tune doesn't work on another, so you can't just like set out with your list of things. But most of the time, and I don't think this is the best approach, but I mix down as I go. But I do know that sometimes if I am just vibing the tune, it's better just to get the whole fucking tune out of the way and then mix down later. But generally, just because I'm really slow, I like to mix down as I go and get my 4-bar loop sounding fucking sick, and then I'll send it to people, and then I'll never finish it ever again. That's what I
do. Classic producer.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, it's just you keep going, and I think with enough time, you just sort of know what each tune needs eventually. But yeah, it's always different. That's the main thing.
One thing that's helped me out like massively recently is actually using an analyzer. And like I used to have like stuff up to like an analyzer for like looking at where like certain parts of my sounds were, and like EQing off, say like looking if it had bottoms where it shouldn't have, and like low end where there shouldn't be low end. And like I used to use an analyzer in that sort of sense, but then recently I've been using an analyzer more, looking at the levels of each individual part and like where they're coming through on the mix down and stuff. And that's certainly something that's helped me quite a lot recently, I would say.
There you go.
Rizzle tips.
There you go. Tips with Riz.
Rizzle tips.
Rizzle tips. Have you got any more tips? Have you got any more Rizzle tips you would like to give to any up and coming producers?
Just make your kick louder than I have been doing like the past 4 or 5 years of my life. And yeah, I suppose like the kick and the sub are like massively vital elements, and you need to make sure that they're loud and punching, like mainly, I would say, and both not clashing with each other as well, which I guess
Yes, of course.
is something that I've like got better at recently as well. That hasn't always been amazing in my tunes, but yeah, I mean, if you listen to tunes of mine that come out like 2 or 3 years ago, like mix downs are terrible, like so yeah, you're constantly changing, and like if you ask me this question again in like 6 months' time, I'll probably tell you completely different things again. So yeah, it's what it is.
There you go. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. This is what's great about doing this, is to be able to actually give some good knowledge back to people and hopefully help people.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Or they can.
Yeah.
We had another comment here that just says OMFG 2 hunks.
Big up.
Aidan Bryan.
Lots of love. Lots of love.
Aidan Bryan is the biggest troll in the whole of the local area.
Oh no,
I'll just
really?
put that out there.
I mean,
Yeah,
you are
Ringwood.
I mean, you are both pretty hunky, so he's not like
Big up the
wrong.
Ringwood. Yeah, big up the Ringwood crew. Though.
On that note, I am considering doing like an end of year overview calendar. I spoke with Ground about this in the last
up.
in the last podcast. How would you feel?
Always
How would you
overview.
how would you feel being in the calendar?
Mate, we've got the
for
perfect photo. Like we were talking about this when we were joking about doing press shots. We know where we're going to take this photo if we did actually get
Hot
involved.
Rocks?
Yeah, at Hot Rocks.
Oh, yeah, I'm actually using that photo.
What's
now.
Hot Rocks?
What, I didn't even know you'd taken one there, mate.
No, I'm gonna go get it for release day.
Oh shit! Well,
Yeah,
that can go in the
come with
calendar
me.
then,
Come with
basically.
me.
Yeah.
What's Hot Rocks?
Oh, mate,
we'll leave it as a surprise.
You'll have to wait and see, man.
Basically,
yeah.
it's going to be a good promotional content of me and John for the release day. Is the plan? Picture vibes.
Picture vibes. Good pictures.
Yeah.
Don't need all these fancy press shots when you've got fucking jokes, old photos from like
Press shots are
5
lame.
years ago.
I'm actually getting some new press shots done this Saturday, but
Don't just take a photo with a shoe in a microwave and it'll be spammed.
Notes.
that was actually pretty good. That was pretty good content. We have a serious question here from Ben Frost. He said, "Loving the tips, lads. What's your favourite delay plugin?"
Ooh,
there you go.
That's a good question.
I'm going to come in with the shitty answer. I use Logic's stock delay plugin. Ask John; he's probably got a better answer.
Mate, similarly, I pretty much use Ableton's Echo plugin like relentlessly. Like that is my go-to delay plugin. I also like to use Tile Dub, which is just a free dub delay plugin, which is like better for the dubbier sort of echoes and delays. And Soundtoys Echo Boy as well was pretty good. But yeah, I would say predominantly is Ableton Echo, man. That's just sick.
So if you're not using Ableton already, Ben, download yourself a copy, change DAW. Perfect.
Yeah, spend 500 quid.
I think it's like 700 for Ableton Suite now. It's fucking mad.
To be fair, you can do a lot with most delay plugins because it's all about what else you do with it.
They are all pretty similar, mate. Yeah, I could give some delay tips, like stuff that I love doing.
Rizzle
with delays
tips.
is like
Tips with Rizzle.
Automating the feedback on delay, like basically means that you can just make a riser out of pretty much anything that you send through it. So yeah, that's I know I've used that in my tunes like pretty much since I've started making tunes. I think that was one of the first things I ever figured out how to do was like make a riser using a delay, basically just by automating feedback, filtering and stuff. But yeah, use that in quite a lot of my tunes for sure.
There you go.
Hero.
There you go. Well,
I would say delay and reverb plugins are probably about 90% of my fucking.
Are you a deep drum and bass producer unless you're using all the delay in the reverb?
Unless your like tune is pretty much 90 reverb, then I don't think you are.
No, I don't. Well, I tell you what, look, I think, I mean, this has this has been quite a long episode. I could probably sit here and go for a while longer, but
It's weird because it doesn't feel like we've chatted that much.
How long have we been on for? Oh my God.
We are
Nearly,
actually.
like,
It's an
2
hour.
hours,
It's an hour,
yeah.
hour and a half. This is actually pushing one of the longest overviews we've been going
Let's
so
go.
far.
Let's go for the longest.
Let's go.
Quick
Let's
fire,
go.
all right, quick fire question.
Quick fire
I
question.
want to know.
What do you both want
And
for?
me and John won't waffle.
What do you both want for Christmas?
Oh, Xbox Series X.
A what? Xbox. I want Xbox.
Xbox Series X. I want an Xbox. Yeah.
Shit. I think I want a new plant.
New plants. Yes. You want some new plants? Is that
I just
legit?
want a
Is that
new
legit?
Big plant. You know, like, hang on, like sort of that sort of size. You know,
Oh yeah. Okay.
biggish. I want another one of those. Yeah, PS5, I suppose.
And
Get
a
on the shit.
PS5.
Only if you fucking play COD with me, though, you bastard.
It will happen now. You just have to do a phone call with me.
Go,
For fuck's sake,
go-
I remember
go-
you saying,
what-
yeah, that's...
what trainers which trainers do you wear? If you pick a trainer brand, what are you wearing?
Got Janoski's.
A what?
And Janoski's and Janoski Max is my go-to. Like, and has
I
been
did
for
used to
years.
bang the Janoskis. They were sick shoes.
I don't
Mate,
know.
do you
I
know-
don't know what Janoski is. I'm not gonna lie. Was that a Nike? Is that a Nike? Is that a
skate
Nike?
shoes.
Skate shoes.
Yeah,
Okay,
skate
alright.
shoes.
And what about now, Dom? What are you wearing now?
I still actually wear Janoskis. Just don't have any. I think I'd need some new Vans. I do rate Vans, but I'm also like in the Air Force at the moment. So yeah, either of the two of those.
What's your favourite thing about Bournemouth?
The lads.
The lads.
No, probably the fact that it's like it literally you drive out there for half an hour and you're always somewhere beautiful. So that's always nice.
I mean, not even that long as well. Like, literally, you could drive fucking, 10, 15 minutes and there's always...
It's just like
You're in
yeah,
Par-
being
you're in
nice. I
Parley.
always like coastal vibes.
yeah.
R.I.P.
Alright,
Yeah.
Parley.
All right.
R.I.P. Parley, yeah.
Host
Yeah.
asks, what's your boy's favourite Lynx smell?
Oh, it's got to be Africa.
It has to be Africa.
Africa
Yeah,
all day.
it's always of Africa. I hope he's gonna get me one of those fucking Africa box sets for Christmas.
Yeah, that is the classic.
What do you want for Christmas? I want a Lynx Africa
Lynx
box set from
box
Host.
Done though. That's what's on every man's Christmas list for sure, mate. Fuck PS5s and Xbox. You want a fucking Lynx?
You want a
Africa
link
set.
set?
And a pair of socks, obviously. Like, you know.
I always
Yeah.
get a pair of socks every Christmas.
Mate,
Mine
I don't
gets me
think
like 4 or
Christmas
5
is
new
complete.
pairs.
Christmas isn't complete without getting at least like 2 like bundles of socks from someone.
You
Like-
need them.
You need them.
You really
yeah.
need
Where,
them.
where else are you going to get your socks
100%.
from?
Well, I don't buy socks any other time of year. So unless I do get them at Christmas, you're just wearing last year's socks.
I don't think I've ever bought a pair of
Socks.
socks in my whole life.
Ever. Yeah.
Do you know?
yeah.
Do you
This is
want
like-
to
yeah.
know? Do you want to know something? Actually, speaking of Christmas, I do actually have you both a Christmas present
Oh,
this year from Overview. I'll show you if you want. Actually, no. Actually, no. I can't. I'm not
It's
going to.
not
Actually, no. I'm
Christmas
not
yet.
going to show you. Actually, I both have you a Christmas present. So
sick.
Is it?
I'll keep you
I'll
on
be
that.
excited.
I'll keep you on that. We'll keep you on that.
I'm hyped.
Music guilty pleasures. What's your guilty pleasure?
Oh,
of,
easy.
Easy.
Fucking hell. Hang on. Just like bare, crazy, angry metal or rock music or
You're still
shit, I like a
you're
bit
still
of
with
trap.
emo at heart.
Yeah, I'm a massive emo and I love metal, so I'm a mosher. And I love dubstep, so I'm a headbanger, bro step, Skrillex, bashing, fucking. I'm just a bit of a hodgepodge of everything, really.
What's your like really bad guilty pleasure that you like? You really like it, but you don't
Ashamed.
like admitting it, but you really do. Like
Hang on, let me go on my SoundCloud. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do the same because I actually can't think of anything off the top of my head, man.
Because I'm not really ashamed of anything that bad. I guess what
this is it. If I like something, I like it. I don't really feel like
is like American trap, like fucking Smoke Perp and shit like that. The beats
little
really
something.
get me. Like Lil Pump, shit like that. The beats I find really interesting.
So when are you starting your Operation Doomsday Trap alias? That's what everyone wants to know.
Well, as soon as lockdown's over, I'm going to go to LA and try and make it as a trap producer.
Start smoking some Kush and drinking some Perp, and
I'm going to be drinking the lean, and the lean as the kids call it.
That's the key. Come on, John, give us an answer. Give us an answer. I'm
looking through my SoundCloud trying to find.
I'm going with Britney Spears because, like, I don't know, I just really like, mate.
What is it? Toxic.
That's how many people have asked that. Be like, Toxic? What? Britney Spears? No, Toxic, the Operate and Rizzle version, obviously. Like,
Britney Spears.
I reckon John's guilty pleasure is Florence and the Machine.
No.
Do you know what? I would like. Can someone or either one of you please find an acapella of Toxic and put it on top of Toxic? That's gotta work. I swear it is like 170 tempo as well. That could totally work.
It's probably halftime, isn't it? So yeah, you'd probably be right there.
Someone out there, please do that. Who would win in a fight? Who would win in a fight between you?
For fuck's sake! I don't know, bro.
Shit, do you know what? I don't know who my money is on. I reckon it would be quite a close thing.
Well, we might find out one day. Who knows?
You'd be sitting in the studio together like, what the fuck are you doing that to the snare for? Fuck you, bro.
Yeah, this is it. Nah, I don't reckon I could take Dom, I'm not going to lie. I went there. It's fighting talk. You've got to get at least the
What's your height and weight? I mean, you're pretty skinny though, Riz. I'm not sure. You're quite tall, but I'm not sure you could pack a punch. Do you know what I mean? Whereas like Dom's got that low center of gravity. I mean, like I'm not being funny. I'm not being funny as well. But like, who out of you does physical? Who out of either one of you does physical exercise?
I used to anyway.
Oh, mate, I haven't done any physical exercise since like PE in school. So like,
okay, well, my money is definitely starting to not go on you, John.
Walking to work and like beer, like.
Me and John would have a good scrap, but the thing is, John is naturally what's the word? He can channel his anger a lot better than I can. So I think John would win with his pure fucking rage.
Good rage on me.
That was my
kicked out of every DJ gig he goes to for a reason.
Oh, hey, look, we're trying to get bookings off the back of this. Like,
Don't book John.
Don't book John.
It's like stories of me getting fucking kicked out, for fuck's sake. It does happen. It doesn't happen. He doesn't happen. John's actually very well behaved when he's on tour and
when he's on gig.
Actually, I'll never forget in Bratislava, and he tried to go through a door, but it wasn't a door; it was a shelf outside and a plomp. He broke some plomp pot that was in a club.
Mate, I swear I wasn't even that drunk that night as well. I mean, I was very drunk later.
You were very drunk. You were very drunk. Oh, so yeah, big up to Marcus. Marcus, you must remember this. Marcus was there. You must remember when John was so pissed outside in the smoking area.
I was definitely abusing you on the way home when I think I was just like, I didn't realise how you knew we were getting home, and then like we had this like long walk home, and I was just abusing you, and then all of a sudden we were back at the thing, like back at the apartment, and I had no idea how we got there.
Yeah, and I remember you in Ireland as well. You in Ireland telling us where we were.
Sandwich as well. It was supposed to be like a ham sandwich, but it had like some horrible pickle shit in it, man. It was not the vibe. We just missed out on kebabs, didn't we? From the kebab place.
Was that? Where was this? Where are we talking about? Where are we now?
Oh, Bratislava. I remember we pulled up. Well, we walked up to like a kebab place. But
we did get a kebab. No, we did get one, didn't we?
We did. I'm pretty sure we got one. We got a kebab in Dublin.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Which I fucking spilled all down myself.
No, I'm pretty sure we did get one in Bratislava. But it was about 5 a.m. or something ridiculous. But that's.
No, wasn't it a pizza? It was a pizza.
It was
we did actually get a pizza. Yes. We got a pizza.
5 a.m. pissed
fuck
off
that
our
pizza.
tiz in Bratislava, and Rizzle orders a extra large fucking cheese
I
pizza.
thought it was like later than that. I thought
It might have been
was,
like, I think it
early.
might have even been like 7 or something like that. 'Cause
that underground place that we went to afterwards. I swear we were
Yeah.
there till like 8 or 9 in the morning or something.
Yeah, shit. Actually,
Like,
yeah. Don't, man. You're making me sad. This is making me
That was
sad.
a-
Like now
that was a
reliving like
sick-
stories.
That was a sick
of,
gig.
like-
Big ups Dramatic for that gig. That
Big
was
ups to
fucking
Dramatic.
epic. That was sick.
We've got a few people. We got a few people with comments. Host money is on Dom. Claudia has actually said Rizzle easy. So maybe
Oh, man,
I was
that's
thinking
harsh.
maybe we should do like overview like UFC. We'll get everyone from the
Fight to the
label.
death.
Fight to the death. I think.
Who
Yeah, would
who
be
do you reckon
better.
is the hardest person on overview? If you were to like have a, who would actually win in a fight? T95. I reckon Tom. I reckon he
He's
can.
a
He's
pretty
a bit of a
Tom.
unit. He's a bit of a unit,
He is,
and like
he is a bit. Yeah. I'm trying to think.
maybe Nami as well. I reckon he can put
I
off some
reckon
like
Marcus,
some ninja.
Marcus after Tom, definitely.
Nah, man, he's gonna be one of those guys with his arms shut, like spinning. Like,
Windmilling.
Let's not have this discussion because this could end up getting really out of hand, and like you know, someone's gonna like call someone else out here. I have just been called out. I think for guilty pleasures. Emma has said that Pete listens to Baby Shark every morning as he has a shower. That is actually true. That is my morning.
I wouldn't
That is
put
my
that
morning
past you.
routine.
Yeah.
Start your day right, man. Good vibes.
Baby Shark. Do.
Grandma Shark.
My sister sings it all the time. So
Host
that's how I
here,
know it. I've never actually listened to it.
host here has
But-
said John can't even pack his lunch, let alone a punch. Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Admittedly, it's probably true.
Someone said John can do anything after a bottle of
I
gin.
don't think I've ever punched someone in my entire life, though. I've only ever been punched, so enough about
I have been in two fights in my life. One, I headbutted a bully of mine in a car
Ooh.
park because I was
Love that.
I was fed up.
Nice.
I was really
How old
really
were
fucking.
you?
I was about 15. I mean, he was.
Oh, yeah.
Let's say he was a bully. I don't know. He was
Just a
someone
bit of a
at
knobhead.
someone at school that took a real disliking to me, and he'd been chatting shit about me for like a few months, and people were like, and I was walking home, and I had one of my mates, and he was like talking about him. He was like, oh yeah, he's like, but he won't do anything. I was like, yeah, I fucking will. I'll fucking go show him. Like, he doesn't fucking mess with me. Bearing in mind, I was fucking
bruv.
pissed. And I went back to the fucking boxing club car park, which is in fucking Horsham, and waited for him to turn back up on his moped. I confronted him, and he fucking out. And I was well up in his face, like getting really fucking aggressive. And out of nowhere, he just fucking like right hooks me. And this guy is quite a big guy, like he's not small. I rolled back on the floor and then got up and headbutted him, and then. Yeah, so that's my one fight story. It wasn't really much of a fight after that. It kind of got broken up. I'm not a fighter. Do you know what I mean? I'm not.
Yeah, me neither.
Not
To
really.
be
Just a
fair.
headbutter.
Just sometimes,
Yeah.
sometimes you just got to stand up for
Yeah.
yourself. When someone at school is like saying horrible things about you, do you know what I mean? Like,
I do love a good headbutt, but sadly I've only ever received them.
that's the same with John as well. I can only imagine.
I've never punched anyone. I've only
Actually,
ever been
saying
punched,
that
so,
at Hereford, the infamous Hereford gig, John did actually get assaulted by the bouncers.
This is the thing. I'm too gobby. I think. Like I think I just like people just had enough. They're just fucking yeah. To be fair, I would probably have had enough of myself if I was really drunk. So yeah, I can kind of see where people.
I'm
come
still
from.
yet to witness this behaviour. I'm really excited to
It
see
doesn't
it.
happen
I would
every
not be
time I'm
excited.
drunk.
I'm not like.
I've never been on an adventure with the Overview Gang apart from the Big Brighton event in that August.
Which
That's
was
mate.
about it.
that was a funny one, but not like this. Well, look,
Nothing bad happened,
now you're being initiated to the
Hell
overview,
yeah.
main label artist now. This hopefully hopefully, if Boris lets us have events again, we are going to be doing a bit of traveling next year. So if anyone is watching this and would like to book Overview next year in a foreign country or in the UK, please send an inquiry to info@overviewmusic.co.uk.
Me and John are good DJs, and John will not fight anyone.
And I also won't clang as well. Like, I just want to say that much.
Definitely won't clang. If he drinks, it will be after the set or like a little bit before the set.
I mean, it always is anyway. I never drink before my set. So
other than in Hereford when you drank a liter of gin in 30 minutes.
Hey, a litre of gin between me and Ollie though, and that was their fault for supplying us with a bottomless thing of gin, basically. That
yeah. It's their fault.
Well, it had no lid. What were we supposed to do with it? Like. They just emptied a fucking litre of gin into a pitcher and told us to drink it and gave us like one little carton of orange juice, like that big. Yeah.
Cheers. Big up Hereford. But we have had a good comment of come to NZ, come to New Zealand. I would love.
I definitely agree with that.
I would be well up for that.
You still have 100%. Actual raves, for fuck's sake.
Last place.
Speak to your local promoters.
Invite us, please.
Well, I don't know what the deal is at the moment. I think they're all sort of waiting for obviously the visas and
I've seen
the borders being open.
Artists have been booked out there for March, it seems.
Who?
K Motions was one, and maybe AC13. I can't really remember.
Wow, really?
But March seems to be the date.
Yeah.
Of UK people going back there.
I better get on it. New Zealand. Give us a shout. I know you want Overview out there.
Do you want the Azure vibes?
Yeah.
I know you want the Azure EP. Do I have any more quick-fire questions? Have you got any questions for me?
What, for you?
If we'll turn this round now. If you guys were to interview me and give me a question, what are you going to ask?
Okay.
By the way, Claudia, the next seated Overview event is... fingers crossed going to be in December. That is December the 19th, and I have actually booked Operate and Rizzle for it, but yeah, we don't know whether it's going to happen yet.
Gonna get so
Boris.
Come on, Boris.
Come on, Boris.
We want it.
Mate, I'm supposed to have a gig on the 4th at the...
that's not happening, mate. That's not happening.
I would be very surprised. That's not happening. But equally, if it does happen, it's gonna pop off. So yeah. I'm hopeful.
Hopeful. We gotta have hopeful. Yeah. Did you have a question? Did you have a question for me?
Where did the name Energy come from?
Oh god, you really are putting me on the spot.
I hope this is a cringy story.
So,
and please don't say because it's got energy in your sets or something.
No. Do you want the actual honest answer?
Hell yeah, I told you mine.
Honest answer.
We didn't get Rizzles either.
Rizzle was a gamer tag, I'm pretty sure, wasn't it?
It was my gamer tag from
standard.
Shit, am I really allowed to? I'm not sure if I should even say this story. It's a bit of a weird.
Go on, energy. Let's go.
I think you told me about this in Bratislava.
It was actually an alias that me and my old label partner had together. The founding of it, I was actually in his attic, and we had been intaking some substances that expand your mind a little bit, and
I like it.
We were just talking about some stuff, and then. We kind of came with it. We sort of said this word, energy, and then we're like, oh my god, like that should be our alias. And then the reason I am called Energy is because when I got kicked out of Lifestyle, I got removed from all like the. Not it's getting a little bit. I got removed from all the fucking accounts and all that, but I hadn't been removed from the Energy account. So I removed him and took the alias.
Bang! Yes!
Fuck's sake, man. That's cringe.
So you are Energy from now on.
So that is why I am Energy rather than we are Energy. I still, to be honest with you, I still sometimes kind of feel it has a weird kind of. I don't know if you feel that way about aliases. Sometimes you'd be like, or maybe you got a bit more used to it. Whether you'd be like, it's a bit funny, isn't it? You're like, oh, I'm called Operate, or I'm called Rizzle,
I do from time to
like...
time. I do question myself about the whole Rizzle alias, but it's
me
like,
too. I hate my
it
name.
it is me, and like there's definitely times when I've thought about it and been like there's times when I've thought of like trying to do a logo for it and shit, and I just sit there in Illustrator just like bleh, like can't do anything, and like and I find that it's definitely a hard name to like base a sort of brand around. Like I look at like Marcus
Rizzle
with wings, and he's got like the sick little logo and shit, and like I just feel like that is not even possible with Rizzle, because it's like it's a very sort of personal.
What about a
thing
fucking
for me,
Rizzler?
like,
A Rizzler, you should do the branding.
The first ever. I'll try and find. Oh, I don't actually even have one of those stickers anymore. But the first ever sticker that I had was literally Rizzle in the Rizzler font, and like with my SoundCloud links on it and shit. So,
Yeah.
that was actually.
I would love to see one of these.
That's not that bad, to be fair.
That's they're the same. Is that a bit cringe?
Really,
like
it doesn't really yeah, exactly. It
if he was making gassy
way,
Bristol
like,
foghorn rollers, then yeah.
Yeah, it would probably work. Yeah.
Hayden. Hey, Hayden, you're on the Overview podcast right now. What have you got to say?
Amazing. I would like to say, expect a shitload of money, because Overview is going to pay us £1,000 for the tune I'm
Shit, you're after money off of me.
always after money off of you, and
royalties.
taking 80% of the sales this time.
80%.
Yeah, we've renegotiated it without speaking to you about
The
it.
other 20.
Yeah, other than that, peace and love.
Have you got anything that you want to ask Rizzle and Operate right now?
Why didn't you come up with a collab name as Roperate?
Why was it not Roperate?
Well, there was some considerations for Rizzlerate or Operiz. Operiz was a good one.
Operiz was actually, the rider tune was actually called Operiz.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? But yeah. And like a few of the failed sketches that I'd written to centered on.
Was it called Your Mum Was Like Boris or something?
No, that was mate. No, that was called Untitled Boris at first.
yeah.
But yeah, there wasn't any. It was like Operiz Untitled Boris, I think. But yeah, it was. That obviously didn't stick. I think it was called like Your Mum Nice Toes or something.
Your
mum's
a toenail.
Yes, Your Mum's a Toenail. That was an earlier version of it. Your Mum's a Toenail.
Why did you not go
and then
with
it was Untitled Boris, and then I deleted those. Then I like renamed it to just like something untitled, so I could send it to Ryder.
Why Your Mum's a Toenail?
It's just something random into my head when I was trying to name the tune, which is basically like most of like my thought process behind naming most tunes. It's just like think of a word that sounds like decent enough to call it a fuck tune, basically, before I get bored with thinking of something.
I had a track called Satanic Bongos at one point.
Satanic Bongos?
Yeah. And it was a liquid tune as well.
It was not. It was definitely not satanic or bongos.
No, it had bongos in it, but it just it was like a liquid tune, and it was meant to come out on Symmetry, I think. And Break was like, "Why is it called Satanic Bongos? It sounds really nice." But it never came out in the end.
Oh mate, let down. I want to hear it. Maybe not right now, but you know.
No. I'll let Rizzle and Riz or.
Sorry to put you on the spot there, Hayden, but you know, you called me at the wrong time, so.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
We'll get all truth back on Overviewed soon, though. Yeah.
Rather not.
I'd rather not. I fucking hate
What
it.
waste of fucking time that is.
All right, Hayden. All right, mate. I'll speak to you later. All right.
See you later.
All right, mate. Right.
Bye.
There you go. Little cameo there
Oh,
from
yeah.
Hayden from Ill
Love
Truth.
Love that.
Just giving us a call. Shit. Fuck. This is officially the longest ever overview
It's
that we have
cheap,
done.
2
Well
hours.
done,
We've got to
everyone.
at least get to the 2. We've got to at least get to the 2 hour mark officially.
I tell you what.
How far away are we?
Like
we're-
3 minutes or something.
I really need a piss.
We're at 53. Well, I tell you what. Look. I tell you what.
Why don't you take the,
No,
take
no,
the
no,
phone into the toilet and it could be
okay.
live stream piss.
A good filler. I reckon we haven't played a song. We haven't played another song for a while. We've just sat here
Yeah,
and
play
chat.
another tune. I'll go to the toilet.
Yeah. You can go to the toilet. We'll play a tune. What tune should we play? Go on, give us one off the EP, preferably.
Let's go for Toxic.
All right. We're gonna play some music for you, if you can believe this.
Play the first and last tune of the EP.
Yeah, the first and the last tune. We probably will go till the 2 hours. We'll give it a go. But yeah, this is Toxic. This is out on the Azure EP. This coming Friday. My brain is starting to go. It's been that long doing this. I'm gonna shut up. Here you go.
Toxic.
Can't hear nothing.
Yeah, found the tune.
Oh yeah, the tune. Get that then.
Sounds mine though.
I don't even know what song's playing.
It's definitely Toxic.
It's the Britney Spears version. So.
Yeah, it's the Britney Spears edit. It has got the breakdown, but do you know what? I am actually going to go in for the second drop because the second drop is fucking gully.
I love it.
Big up the reverse bass.
Big up the
Big up
reverse
Happy
bass.
Accident.
John, you're right, mate.
I was like, just space.
Are you right?
Fucking hell.
Is everything all right? Can we just? You're right. You're right.
It's also because John looks mad pale as well.
Really? Oh, mate, but I am pretty fucking pale, to be fair.
Are you?
Why do you guys look like tomatoes? What the fuck? Why
what?
Realise
No, I don't.
Yeah,
John looks
you guys
so
both have
pale.
one red face, and I look really fucking pale. What's that about? Maybe it's the lighting in here or some shit.
He looks even worse. He looks even
Oh, mate, I'm just a ghost. Like.
It's just
Are you, John? Are you hungry? Do you need to have dinner?
I'm pretty hungry. I still haven't eaten dinner yet, so yeah,
John
I need to
looks
go down
mad.
the shop. I'm probably gonna get a bloody pizza.
We've had a question. Claudia said, "Can't believe she has watched this shite for 2 hours." Wait. We've literally 2 hours. 2 hours. Yes. Yes. We did it.
We did it.
We did it. Yeah.
Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you
Big
all
ups
for
Claudia for
witnessing
tuning in
this.
for the whole 2 hours.
I mean
Impressive.
it is impressive.
Yeah,
This is the thing. I mean, you see some of these podcasts go on for like 4 or 5 hours, and you can see when people just get into it and you just chatting.
I could probably
shit.
chat shit for another 2 hours. For
driving
sure.
away. I mean, I pretty much just chat shit constantly all my life anyway. So
This is why when I
this
come
is
round
me.
to quickly finish a fucking tune for the EP, we're there for like 6 hours and do nothing.
just having a catch up, just consoling
pretty
John,
much.
making sure he's all right. We just want to.
yeah.
What were you thinking about, John? What was on your mind? What were you,
I was just scrolling through Instagram. I think.
all right. Well, look.
Well, there's no entertainment when you're just listening, banging his table. You gotta do something.
You're not on a whitey though. You're not on a whitey. You're not like you're.
Oh
right.
no! It's fucking hot in here though. It's always hot in here.
Also,
This is
Dom,
the
you need
studio.
to water your plants, mate. We think they're looking a bit thirsty.
Yeah, apparently they look pretty sad.
They do look a bit. That plant does look a little bit. Does it look a little bit sad? Need some water.
I'll feed it one day.
Right. Look. We have got things to do, and I need to have some dinner. Emma's gonna make me some dinner, aren't you, babe? You're gonna put me some dinner on, and we'll cook
No.
together. We'll cook together. But look, this has been a lot of fun today. It's been a lot of fun, and I'm really glad to have got you on to do this and to do 2 hours. What an amazing achievement!
Yeah, you're gonna have to in some way to beat that, I reckon.
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna do this now, to be honest. But it's been a lot of fun. I feel like we've had a good chat and discussed some things.
It's been good.
On some final note, please do go pick up the EP that's out this coming Friday. That is the Azure EP, and also please, if you can bear another live stream with Operating Rizzle, we're going to be going.
No talking on the next one. Though,
There's no talking. It is just tunes.
No talking, all tunes and beautiful scenery. So
Beautiful
hopefully you
scenery.
can handle that.
Yeah. So if
It's
you.
like fine.
Yeah, so please do tune into that this Saturday at 3 p.m. Any final words from you guys? Anybody you'd like to big up? Anything you'd like to say?
Big up everyone that's been showing some love on the EP already.
Yeah,
I've had quite a few comments been coming in from people and shares and likes and stuff. So yeah, ups all of you lot. And,
lots of positive feedback.
Yeah, love.
No, it's been really good, man. I'm really, guys have smashed it, and yeah, gonna keep on this week, and gonna be good to see how it goes down. So, all right, well, look, thank you very much for coming along. Thank you very much to everyone that has been watching.
Thank you very much.
Been another enjoyable episode.
That's been good.
Be back again soon with someone else. We'll see who's on next time. Yeah, thank you very much. See you very soon. Good night.
Peace.